Listen.
If you do not understand white supremacy, what it is, and how it works, everything else that you understand will only confuse you. Now sometimes people say, well, you mean everything that I understand will confuse me if I don't understand racism? Yes, because racism is the dominant political and religious motivating force among the people of the planet in all 9 areas of activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. That covers just about everything that any person, minute by minute, might be doing or engaged in any time of day or night, anywhere on the planet. On every job situation for a non-white person in the system of white supremacy, when you speak sparingly. You don't say any more than is absolutely necessary to be said in order to accomplish whatever it is you're trying to accomplish in the best manner. And the best way to always speak, if you can frame whatever you say, because it comes down to how you're speaking most of the time. Whatever you say, try to put it in the form of a question rather than statements. Statements sometimes are resisted, particularly coming from a black person among white people. Start making statements immediately. Many white people, not all, but many, will look at you as to say, wait a minute, are you fixing to tell me something? What do you know to tell me? What do you know to tell me? I'm a white person, and you're black. Do you know anything to tell me that's worth listening to? Now, many white people have been taught to think that way. So you have to recognize that as a fact. That goes with the system of white supremacy. You are a black person in a system of white supremacy trying to tell a white person about what the real deal is about anything, when everything that you have ever learned, Negro, that's worth knowing came from somebody white. That's the way many white people look at a black person. In other words, they're saying in so many words when they look at you, what are you talking to me for? Trying to teach me anything. You don't know enough to teach me anything, because I get to the people who taught you. The people who taught you taught me before they taught you, boy, girl. See, that is in the mind of many a white person throughout this planet. You have to know that, not guess about it. You have to know that and believe it, because it's true. It's true. That's what white supremacy does. They get constructive information before you even hear about it. But anything that's a bunch of nonsense, you'll get a ton of that, because they want black people's heads to be full of nothing but foolishness. So they'll help you with anything that's absolutely stupid. But they will hold in reserve anything that's absolutely precious, anything that's really going to take you somewhere, that's going to empower you. They'll steer you away from it. Now, some people have said they've seen some cartoons of my work on the internet that have been presented, and that it pretty well embellishes what I have been trying to say in my textbooks. And to the extent that it does that, well, that has been, from what I understand, some people reported to me, a plus. Because they didn't understand what I had written very well, but when they saw those cartoons that just repeated what I was saying and attaching my name to it, and came right out of the book, the material did, they say that they better understood it. And I can understand that, because people are kind of visual, particularly in the year 2021 now, more visual than ever.